How to choose a hotel in Bali. I've come up with a little bit of a formula. And my formula is that, like, I'm a renter, I've never owned a house, I'm, you know, broken ass musician. And so I'm paying like $250 a week rent here. And so if I go to Bali, if I pay $250 a week rent in Bali, I'll get like 4-star, you know, with room service, movies, entertainment, swimming pool, balcony, like that, right? Like in Australia, we pay, well, I don't know, I can't get anywhere for less than sort of $150 a night, or, you know, in Sydney, $250 a night, right? So I thought we might base it on rent and mortgage. So if your mortgage or your rent's like $250 and you pay that amount for a week in Bali, then you're probably gonna be sort of okay. I mean, my place that I rent on the central coast of Sydney, but for $250 a week, it's a little bit better. But the key factors are that it's got air conditioning, TV. I've got Netflix, admittedly, like I'm on a sort of super deal, and I've got unlimited Wi-Fi, right? I haven't got pool access because we don't have a frickin' pool, but I've got beach access, which is just like 5 minutes down the road. So yeah, I think I might have come up with something here, just after on a Father's Day, and just sort of thinking, talking to one of the other fathers. I'm not a father, but talking to my dad and like my sister's place, and then her daughter's husband, and he's just been to Bali. And he said that, like, oh look, we didn't stay at the Bali Padma, we couldn't afford that, which is like, it's about, I think it starts at $250 a night, right? And they're paying off a mortgage, and they're hard-working people. So if you're going for a short amount of time, like, why do I always sound like a preacher? I'm always like, here is the word, here is everything you need to know about Bali. I'm not about that. I'm just about offering my opinions. And opinions are like, shh. If you're used to paying $250 a week rent, then if you do that in Bali, you'll be pretty happy, I reckon. If you're going for a short amount of time, you know, like a week, pay $500, pay $1,000. I mean, you'll just be in heaven. There are so many luxury places in Bali, and you can spend like at least $2,000 a night. Like, that's what David Bowie did when he got married. That's what Mick Jagger did, you know, both personal friends of mine, of course. It's like, that's my little theory, that's my little vlog today, is just to say that that perhaps there is a way to decide on where you should stay in Bali. Now, where to stay in Bali? Okay, we'll look at that in a minute. I'll do something on the map here, and we'll do that. After you've chosen where, then you just need to choose how much, right? I mean, it really comes down to that, right? If you can stay pretty close to the beach on a budget, you can stay pretty close to nothing for like a lot of money. Here's my plan, right? If you really want to live it up, and you're only going for a week, spend like 4 times your normal rent if you can afford it. If you're already rich, and I know like most of my subscribers are already rich because I'm very eloquent and demure and you know, visually and verbally enhanced by the chips that I have in my head. But beyond that, you know, if you live in a frickin' mansion, then you are going to want to stay in something like a mansion. Villas are great, but they do tend to be a little bit out of the main areas. And so how are you going to get around? You know, like, you'll need a driver. There'll be other expenses. But look, honestly, that's all I wanted to say, is that and I honestly will try to keep this short tonight, even though like I want to make it longer because I like talking to you. Just look at your rent or your mortgage, and if you spend the same, you'll get the same. And if you spend double, you'll be in heaven. And if you spend 4 times as much, you'll be in like just in the most amazing place you've ever seen. That's my formula for tonight. I'll go around the map now and I'll show you like the areas, and that's enough of me and my ugly mug and looking at me and chatting. I'm just going to go around the map now and show you where people stay in Bali. So this is Bali, like that's Bali. This sort of big area here. Why have I got this thing on my hand? And where everybody stays, like I mean like mostly everybody, including everybody and mostly everybody, everybody stays around here and just here. And then Ubud is just a little bit further up, right? So we only really stay in this sort of small area down there. We stay here. So Ulus is down here, Uluwatu, and then you've got Legian here, right? Seminyak, and then Canggu, right? And then if you want to go to Ubud, which I can never find, it's there, right? So you've so on the overall map, you haven't gone very far, have you? I've never ever travelled up this road, but I have gone to here, which gets you to Java, and I have taken the trip up the middle to Lovina. So this is Singaraja, and then okay, so Lovina Beach is like here, right? So again we go back to the map. So Lovina is here. It's very quiet, there's no surf. All of the surf happens down in the south, especially at Ulus, of course. And Sanur and Denpasar, the capital, Denpasar, is just like here, and then Sanur, as I adjust my screen, Sanur is just there. Yeah, how to choose your accommodation, where to stay. So where to stay is like wherever you want to stay. And the way to choose your room is relevant to your rent or mortgage or the price of hotels in your country. But I think that's kind of a good analogy. Like, I don't know if it's ideal, but yeah, I think it'll kind of get you there. If you want to be like a really cheap Charlie and pay less than you pay for rent per week, then you're going to get less than what you already have. You can stay in Kuta, Legian, Seminyak, Canggu. I prefer to stay in Ubud myself, but that's where, like, it's just much more calm and everything. Lovina's fantastic, no surf. Candi Dasa is good. Nusa Dua is sort of all really big hotels and not much of a community as far as I know, because I haven't been there for a long time. And going up to the middle and Mount Batur and Mount Agung and all of that is amazing. Base yourself somewhere. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. It's not a really big island. Base yourself somewhere that you can afford, or go out of your comfort zone and spend twice as much as you can afford if you're staying short time. I stay for 2 months, 3 months, whatever. And then do day trips. Get yourself a driver or a motorbike if you can. But if you can get a driver, like you shouldn't really pay more than about 70 Australian dollars for a 10-hour day. Like, you can pay 50, you know, if you're lucky. Yeah, so that's my little vlog tonight, and it's nice to see you, and it's nice to see my subscribers growing, and it's also amazing to like just interact with you guys. So please leave comments and let's chat, because I love it, and you know, it's important for all of us. And I'm not monetized yet. I don't make money out of this channel. And when I am monetized, I probably won't make money out of this channel. But you know, it's cool that you're on board, and it's cool that you're enjoying it. And I get some just amazing like feedback from you know, families from New Zealand who say like, we watched your vlogs and you were so right, and you made our holiday and we didn't get sick. It was Father's Day, so happy Father's Day today in Australia. And America will catch up tomorrow probably, because they're a day behind, you know. You get that? English, I don't know. But hopefully your father is still alive and doing well. And if not, hopefully highly regarded in your mind, and plays a big part on your life still. Alright, have a great night, guys. Oh, God. How much do I hate it when YouTubers say, hey guys, what's up? You know, like, I just said it. Sorry, I didn't mean to say guys. Have a great night, people, and I love yous all. I was just passing this place, and I've just asked the lovely ladies inside if I can take the camera through. That's what we're gonna do. Say hello to them first. It's beautiful in here. Hello, ladies. Bisa terus.